Derrick White scores 30 points. Tatum stays in the game after a fall. And the Celtics beat the Magic 103-86 in game 1 of the NBA playoffs. Here's the guy featured in our article here with the big 30 points. As the Celtics were taking control of their playoff opener against the Magic, Boston's best player was on his back in pain and tugging at his wrist, and that would be Jason Tatum. As you see Tatum right there. As chance of MVP rained down on him, Tatum eventually rose to his feet and was loudly cheered as he paced toward the bench. I just landed on it. It was throbbing. For a second, Tatum said, it kind of went away and brought a sigh of relief for a Boston team just starting its quest to repeat as NBA champions. So thankfully for Derrick White scoring 30 points. Tatum had 17 points and finished the game after the scary late fall. And the Celtics beat the Magic by 17. Okay? So they pick up the 17-point victory. Tatum gets the 17 points. And again, this is game 1 of the Celtics' first round playoff series Sunday against the Magic. Peyton Pritchard added 19 points off the bench for Boston. There he is right there. Age 27. So he adds 19 points off the bench. Boston, which hosts game 2 on Wednesday night. And Jaylen Brown played 31 minutes and had 16 points as well on 6 of 14 shooting after missing the final 3 games of the regular season due to a lingering knee issue. Here's Jaylen Brown right here. So, I mean, they got a solid team. He's averaging just over 22 points. He did average during the season 22.2 points. Peyton Pritchard 14.3, Tatum 26.8, Derrick White 16.4 points a game. So a solid team, the defending champs here. So they pick up the 17-point victory in game 1. And I'll go ahead and open this up on Canva this time. All right, so you see the slides right here. I thought that was a nice little thumbnail I put together. White Magic, isn't that interesting? Derrick White and the victory over the Magic. So we got White Magic here. You know, maybe some symbolism going on here. This stuff is all ran on the language. Remember Jay-Z had the This Is Black Magic shirt when LeBron set the NBA all-time scoring record, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Jay-Z had that This Is Black Magic shirt in the crowd. So that's interesting, isn't it? Right? And we get the Orlando Magic involved here. We get the Celtics. You know, you think basketball, all-time great teams, right? You may have Celtics and Lakers as the first 2 teams that you spit out, right? So look, this is on Easter, this game 1. It's amazing, right? Derrick White, born in 1994. Look at Easter in the language equals 94. Derrick, first name equals 49, which is that 94 reversed. And of course, Derrick equals 68 like Easter. Basketball equals 68. This is a playoff victory. Playoff victory equals 68 over the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic equals 68 in the language. Reverse that 68. The Magic score 86 points. Okay? That is a crap load of 68s, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, when you look from right to left, you see 86. The Magic lose with 86 points. And wasn't 86 a special year for the Celtics as well? 1986 Boston Celtics. They finished with the 85-86 Celtics. They finished with the best record in the league at 67-15, including a 40-1 record at home. You see that right there? First in the Atlantic Division, NBA champions. You see that? It looks like NBA. I'm pretty sure. Let me ask a different way here. So is that the year that Bill Walton won Sixth Man of the Year as well? I'm asking you, right? The 40th season of the Boston Celtics was 85-86. They finished with the best record, including a 40-1. Okay. Arguably considered the best Celtics team ever and widely regarded among the greatest teams in NBA history. Their 67 total wins were one win shy of tying their franchise record. Look at that. You like how I go on the fly like that? Look at that. 67 wins, one shy of their franchise record. So their franchise record is 68 wins. Set in 73. Bird won his third consecutive MVP. Bill Walton won the Sixth Man of the Year. RIP to him last season, right? The retired Bill Walton. The team was anchored by the big three: Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Larry Bird, which is frequently ranked among the best front courts in NBA history. In the playoffs, they swept the Bulls. That might have been the series where Jordan had the 63 points, right? And they swept the Bucks in the conference finals to reach the NBA finals for a third consecutive season. In the finals, the Celtics faced the Rockets in a rematch of the 81 finals, which the Celtics won in 6 games, winning every home game in the playoffs. The Celtics would go on to win their 16th championship and it says and the last 22 years. I don't know if it was supposed to say in, but remember, Boston equals 22, basketball equals 22. Okay, so that was one of the best teams for the Celtics at 67-15 in 1986. So the 85-86 season. So how awesome is that? That is awesome, isn't it? And now the Magic sync up with 86 points. And again, Easter basketball, Derrick, as in Derrick White, playoff victory, and Orlando Magic all equal 68. How about that? On the fly, he scores 30 points. Even he's age 30. And Magic equals 30 in reverse reduction. You see those threes. I mean, you see those threes. You may think Larry Bird, number 33. Even Jason Tatum, his birthday is March 3rd. 33. Jason equals 33. And Tatum equals 33. Right? And he has a scary fall, they say. And then he comes back and did they say he finished with 19 points? And you even see him with Larry Bird right there. Look at that. And this is Mr. 33. How about that? And you see Jason, how he spells it, 33 in reverse reduction. Tatum, 33 in that same cipher. And I think his middle name also equals 33. Christopher, let's see. If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong. But let me see. Okay, I am wrong. Oh, isn't 139 the 30? Let's see, 139. Oh, no, that's almost the 33rd prime number. That's the 34th prime number with 139 right there. Pretty close, right? I feel like there's some more 33s with Tatum. But yeah, Jason and Tatum equal 33. And he's born March 3rd, the third month, and the third day. And we all know Larry Bird, known for wearing that number 33 for the Celtics. And Bird equals 33 also. You even get 2 threes with Jason Tatum's full name. You get 335 in ordinal. And even with in reverse, you get 313. So you get 2 threes right there. And Larry Bird wore that 33, right? Bird equals 33 and 30. Check that out. So those are big numbers with the Celtics. You're going to see those numbers a lot, obviously. Bird equals 33 and 30. Derrick White scores 30. You see that? Amazing, right? So the life of a decoder, right? Amazing. You got to come through and you got to get these connections. You know, obviously you want to catch the most important things first. There's going to be things that are missed. And I think John Havlicek wore number 17 as well. Legend for the Celtics. And I get a lot of decodes with 17. And this is a 17-point victory. Oh, Tatum scored 17. My bad. So yeah, Tatum has 17 points. Now, notice this game was 10 weeks, 3 days before Derrick White's birthday, 103, and the Celtics put up 103 points. 103. Even when you look from right to left, you get another 30 as Derrick White scores 30 points, right? 103, 10 weeks, 3 days before the birthday. The Celtics score 103 points. Amazing, right? Now, that would be a span of 10 weeks, 4 days from start to end. And that's the same as 74 days. Derrick White equals 74. So that's from start to end, from the game Easter to his next birthday, July 2nd, a span of 74 days. Derrick White equals 74. You see that? And again, 10 weeks, 3 days before his birthday. So you just add that span, you get 10 weeks, 4 days, which is the same as 74 days. Derrick White equals 74. Look how close his birthday was to the 7th month and the 4th day. But it's the 7th month and the 2nd day, 7-2. 7 plus 2 is 9. You see he's got 9 on his jersey there. And born on the 2nd day of July. Look at the Celtics, 2nd in the Eastern Conference. And I mean, this number has been popping up with about 2 or 3 breakdowns in a row. I've been seeing this one. If you watch these videos that I put out, you've been seeing this number. And look, Derrick White, if you apply the alphabet in reverse, and you see the chart right there. In reverse, D is 23, E is 22, R is 9, I is 18, C would be the 24th letter in reverse, K16, W4, H19, I18, T7, and again E22. Look at in reverse, Derrick White 191, Oklahoma City 191, and they had a 51-point victory against Memphis in game 1 of the playoffs in their series, and I just covered that. And that story is available on this channel as well. But Oklahoma City with that victory, 191. It's not a coincidence. Derrick White, 191 by the numbers. And the Celtics pick up this victory over the Orlando Magic. And don't forget, this is White Magic. And you see OKC Thunder even equal 119 there. And that was also popping up heavy in the Bill Clinton, 30 years after the OKC bombing. With that breakdown as well, there was ones and nines littered over there. Bill Clinton born on the 19th of August. That tragic day in history, obviously connected to the OKC Thunder. But that was on April 19th, 1995 as well. And again, you can see that breakdown on this channel. So you see, and we have game 2 on Wednesday. All right, so I'm just going to slowly just slide back. And I mean, amazing, right? It's not a coincidence when, you get a news story and they want to highlight certain characters. It doesn't matter who the characters are. It's always by this code. And don't forget, I show this daily on this channel. He's even got the birthday on the 2nd of July. Look at the 02. And if you look at the 02 from right to left, you see 20 like 20 in this game on the 20th on Easter Sunday, right? There's probably more if I looked into Easter, but don't forget, Easter's got 68 like Derrick, 68 like basketball, 68 like playoff victory, and 68 like Orlando Magic. And Easter's got that 94 as Derrick White is born in 94. And Derrick equates to 49. So let's see how the Magic did and some of their players in this game before we get out of here. And again, you see right here, April 23rd, Wednesday, will be game 2. So that'll be tomorrow. So let's Paulo Banchero picks up 36 points for the Magic. Franz Wagner's got the 23 points and just about nothing for everybody else. That's a pretty pathetic team performance right there. You got dude with 26, dude with 23, and then the next guy's got 7. Okay. Is that it? Wow. 7, 6, 4, 4, 3, 3. Damn. So you get these two guys dominating and not much of a team effort here. Derrick White with the 30, Peyton Pritchard with the 19, Tatum with the 17, Jaylen Brown with the 16. That's decent at least, okay? So it's enough for a 17-point victory. And I'll just scan down the article just to see if anything else stands out. Let's see if they give us any takeaways. I'll go ahead and read a paragraph or so here in the article. So For the game, Orlando finished with 15 turnovers, which led to 24 Boston points. That's big right there. It's game one. There's nerves. Lit crowd, really loud, Banchero said of the Magic. So not a total surprise that we struggled a little bit on offense, honestly. Brown, who received injections in his knee last week, didn't show any noticeable effects of the issue at the outset Sunday. Later, with the Celtics leading by 15 in the third quarter, Brown dove in the lane for a two-handed dunk and swung on the rim in celebration. I haven't got one of those in a little bit, Brown said, but we're just getting started, and hopefully Tatum will be fine. Did Tatum get injured in game one?
According to CBS Sports. Link copied. Boston Celtics star Jason Tatum appeared to hurt his right wrist during their
Right wrist?
103-86 win in Game 1 of their first-round series against the Orlando Magic on Sunday afternoon, but he didn't sound particularly concerned about it afterward. "It's all right," Tatum told reporters.
Okay, well, it better be Mr. Tatum. And look at, even right wrist, you get 119. I put it backwards, but look at that. Right wrist. They say he appeared to injure his right wrist. Right wrist, you get 119 in that reverse cipher. And remember, we had the 191 with Derrick White. OKC Thunder's got the 119 with that connection. And you see the 191 with Oklahoma City, like Derrick White. So again, by the numbers and on the fly right there, right wrist with the 119. For sure. And even White's got 65, like right wrist. Ooh, OKC Thunder's got the 151, like right wrist. So we get 2 victories by those 2 teams. All right. And I got both breakdowns now complete. So this is White Magic. And we'll see what happens in game 2 Wednesday. Derrick White scores 30. Tatum stays in the game after fall. And Celtics beat the Magic 103-86. Tatum ends up with the 17 points. Okay, so amazing. Another breakdown in the books. This is Daily Decodes 812. And I'll be seeing y'all next time. Peace.